Getty Alien Abductions. Nigel Watson will look at the evidence in Cornwall tomorrow. Growing numbers of people claim to be a so-called abductee, and there are even those who claim they are all inhuman hybrids after their mothers were taken and injected with extraterrestrial DNA. So could this bizarre phenomenon actually be taking place? UFO researcher Nigel Watson from Plymouth in Devon will look at the evidence at the Cornwall UFO Research Group 20th Conference at Truro College, Truro, Cornwall, tomorrow. He told Express.co.uk alien abductions seem to indicate that extraterrestrial beings are regularly visiting our planet and have sinister plans for humanity. Yet, he is not convinced that even the UFOs that people see are alien craft. Thursday, March 16, 2017, conspiracy theorists believed remains of UFO spacecrafts were stored at Area 51, and that government scientists were researching the remains to engineer the aliens' technology. He added there are several objections to the idea that UFOs are ET craft. He has considered what evidence is available, which is largely alleged witness accounts. He said, why do aliens continue to carry out so many medical examinations? They could get the information from reference books, medical schools, and corpses, reading the minds of doctors, or at least hacking into their files. Their surgical skills are next to useless. They insert implants in the nasal cavity, which cause headaches, bleeding, and the ejection of the implant. They leave scars and bruises all over abductees' bodies. He said if aliens were visiting since the dawn of time, you'd think they would have studied us enough by now. He added the widespread use of hypnotic regression to recall an abduction experience is the weakest link in the chain of evidence. The brain does not record memories and play back memories like a biological tape recorder. Under hypnosis, the subject easily says what is expected of them. When an ufologist organizes, or even conducts, the hypnotic sessions, he or she biases the outcome because either consciously or subconsciously the people involved in these sessions expect an abduction experience to be revealed. Mr. Watson said if there were so many abductions involving people floating through the sky to hovering spaceships, why are they never seen by independent witnesses? He added, why is the physical evidence for them so elusive? Implants disappear before they are X-rayed or scanned. Video cameras do not operate when people are being abducted. Why are abductees never allowed to bring home any evidence? Why are they never given any useful scientific knowledge? Nigel Watson, why do aliens continue to carry out so many medical examinations? They could get the information from reference books, medical schools, and corpses, reading the minds of doctors, or at least hacking into their files. Nigel Watson, why are abductions so similar to those imagined in films and other media? Mr. Watson will tomorrow put forward 3 hypotheses: 1. That alien abductors are real, 2. That aliens are phantoms, or 3. That aliens are a psychosocial phenomenon. He said the criticisms of the reality of abductions assume that the aliens think like ourselves. To us, the antics of the aliens might seem horrifying, silly, comic, and downright ludicrous, but we must remember that they are alien in every sense of that word. The second concept argues that the so-called aliens are an intimate part of our environment. They are not really beings from outer space. Instead, they are elemental or ultra-terrestrial beings that can emerge from their realms and interact with our reality. This theory considers them to be insubstantial phantoms who can conjure up solid spacecraft that can be photographed and leave landing traces. The religions, myths, and legends of history, fairy lore, shamanism, and stories of witchcraft are used to support the contention that these forces have always been with us and that the flying saucers crewed with aliens are their latest manifestation. Wednesday, August 16, 2017. The crop circles are often believed to be created by aliens, as there is no proper explanation behind this phenomenon. The 2 theoretical frameworks listed above, and their various combinations that include the idea that the U.S. government is conspiring to aid and hide the activities of the abductors, is countered by psychosociological theories. This broadly argues that abductions are caused by individual psychological factors, a trigger event that could be a misinterpretation of a celestial or aerial object, geomagnetic phenomena, illusion, or hallucination. Secondly, the observation or experience can be due to neurosis or other pathological states of mind, abuse, trauma, stress, sleep paralysis, drugs, sensory deprivation, lack of sleep, dreams, trance states, and other psychological factors. Or, the abduction story can be a hoax, an invention, a friend of a friend rumor, or the outcome of hypnotic regression techniques. Whatever the reality of the abduction phenomenon, flying saucers and aliens seemed to haunt our minds, whether they are just a cultural mythology in the making or very elusive extraterrestrials who we can't clearly comprehend.